let's begin our meeting. For the record, I am not John Henry. I think the chair is joining us virtually today, but I'm going to call the meeting of the Committee of Whole of Wednesday, November 15th to order. Mr. Clerk, can we do a roll call, please?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Electronic roll call is starting now.
Okay. Who's got a conflict? They're conflicted that I'm up here?
Councillor Wu is
you have a
present.
conflict on this motion, on the roll call? Okay. I note for the record that Councillor Wu is here and he has no conflict, so. Is there any declarations of interest? I don't see any. Okay. We have a fairly short agenda. There are two in correspondence items and reports. On number one being 7.1, proposed GO Station funding. And report two, the laundry service for paramedics. It's moved by Councillor Marin Pietri and seconded by Councillor Barton. Any polls? Mayor Foster.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So actually, I'd like to speak to both of them. I promise to be brief.
Sorry, did you say both of them?
Yes, okay. 7.1 and 7.2.
So we'll go through them individually. 7.1 is moved by Councillor Marin Petrie, second by Councillor Barton. Mayor Foster, you have the floor on 7.1.
So 7.1, no questions, simply some comments. I want to thank staff for a tremendous amount that has gone into this. I don't know that the public understand how much progress this makes towards getting the GO train stations in Oshawa and Bowmanville. So this is significant. Huge amount of effort has gone into it on behalf of the municipality of Clarington, and frankly, all of those in Durham region that need this expanded service. I've got to thank staff, and that's all I have, sir. Many thanks.
Thank you, Chair. Just a reminder, councillors, that we did deal with this similar item in camera earlier this year. So if you have questions in regards to that aspect, rather than the report itself, we would have to go in private session. But if you're speaking to the report itself, I think we're fine. So is there any other speakers? Councillor Leahy.
Thank you, Mayor Ash. So I don't know if this wanders into the way of confidentiality or not, but I know it's talking about how the definition of construction and that the benefiter pays within the report. My question was around, do we have a sense of how, if we were going to fund this station as we're required to, that we have a way of recovering those costs through what's coming out of this bill, or does that not know?
Sorry, who's answering? Lorraine? You want to speak to that, please? Thank you.
Thank you, through you, the chair. The work in respect to financial recovery is ongoing at present to ensure the feasibility of the program. We've done a lot of work, of course, with the Ministry of Infrastructure and Transportation in terms of ensuring we have a feasible way forward. That's a long answer for we're looking forward to full cost recovery.
Okay, so there's nothing suggesting that we won't get to full cost recovery at some point.
Correct. There's always risk, but this is a long-term program, and the program that we have been looking at in the context of this new legislation accounts for variations in market fluctuation.
No, and that's great. So there's ideally no taxpayer impact in the long
Correct. That's the intent. Thank
Excellent.
you.
That's my only question. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. No further questions. None virtually. I'm going to then call the question. All those in favor? Opposed? That item is carried. Next item is also moved by Councillor Marin Petrie and seconded by Councillor Barton. Mayor Foster.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chair. I am nothing if not predictable. We're doing a sole source. I didn't see anything in the report or the links to the report indicating how many years we had done sole source. So there's a notice, I think, in 2018 that we did that. But how long have we done this, and do we have an intention of looking at the market the next time around?
Chief, do you want to answer that question?
Yes, thank you. So through the chair, the intent is to look at the market always in the future and even in this current rendition. However, due to the challenges of laundry services for healthcare providers, as you can well imagine, it's a very limited number of individuals or individual companies that can effectively provide the service we are looking for. So we will always continue to look at market in the future. To answer your question in respects to the past, I believe prior to this last round of the vendor, we did have a different vendor prior to that. They are no longer in business. So we ended up transferring over to this current vendor and have remained with them at this time.
Chief, I'm surprised that someone being out of business is an impediment to working with them.
Their costs are
Thank
very,
you for that.
costs are very low.
Mr. Chair, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Request your Councillor Wu.
Yeah, and through the chair, I don't know who could answer this. We're looking at here the paramedics, but would we be using the same vendor for our long-term care facilities? And again, the reason why I ask that is there a strength in using the same vendor? Would we sort of get a discount or a preferred rate?
I can do that.
Yeah, Elaine, CAO, please.
Thank you. We don't believe we're using the same vendor for long-term care, but that is certainly something we can explore going forward.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Being done, I'm going to call the question. All those in favor? Opposed? That item is carried. There is one confidential matter. Is there a requirement to go in camera? Seeing none, motion to approve the report moved by Councillor McCauley, second by Councillor Brenner. Debate? Being none, I'm going to call the question. All those in favor? That item's carried. Councillor McDougall, award-winning. Tell us about your medal.
Now you're putting me on the spot, sir. Good morning, all. I don't know if anyone knows, but I took the time to, well, I'd say train first, and then secondly, run the New York Marathon on, it was a week ago last Sunday. And I have to be honest with you, it was, I'm still overwhelmed with the experience. The event itself is 52,000 runners, but really the event itself is over 2 million spectators of New York come out to cheer everybody on. And it's overwhelming to see families, sorry, I'm getting a little emotional, but families giving out bottles of water and bananas to 52,000 runners coming by from their own, you know, from their own stores, from their own fridges. And kids with signs saying, tap here to power up. It's just like, it was just an unbelievable event. And I don't know if any of you know, but it is a fundraiser for New York City and for the city, for the charities of New York City. So in addition to having a $485 million impact in New York City, it also raises hundreds of millions of dollars for the charities of New York as well. Anyway, if anyone gets a chance, you don't have to do it fast. You just have to make it to the end. That's it. Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations. And speaking of making it fast, 40 kilometers in 3 hours and 20 minutes? Sorry, 21 minutes, 3 hours and 21 minutes. 42 kilometers in 3 hours and 21 minutes. I'm not sure I could drive that fast, so. That concludes the business of the day. Sorry I couldn't be up here longer, but It's moved by Councillor Leahy and second by Councillor Muir Pieter to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor? Opposed? That item's carried. Thank you.